Hello all and welcome to Crochet Designs. My name is Mary, coming to you with the video vlog for May. It is the video vlog for May. Look, when I say video vlog for May, it should have been the video vlog for like 3 weeks ago, but we'll just call it May's video vlog, all right? Don't you love it? Just a quick update on what's been happening on the channel so far this year. Can you believe all that? We've completed all that since January of this year. And not even the beginning of January. It was like, I think the 3rd week onwards, because somebody I know, not mentioning any names, has a birthday in January, just in case you missed it. There's one coming up next year. Anyway, so that's what we've done so far. There's so much going to happen today. We're going to talk real quickly about what's happening now and what's going to happen in the next 5 weeks. Oh, look, I'm starting to shake already. But before I do anything, guys, just a quick update to let you know that 2 weeks ago, Glenroy, our local area, had a festival. Now, I haven't had time to put any information up. I've been so busy, and I thought I might just squeeze it all in real quickly now. It's like very minimal information anyway. There's a couple of important informations because you know me, guys, I'm very practical. Oh, by the way, if you don't know me and you're joining us new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. This is the time to be here at Crochet Designs. We are doing way too much. And no matter what we do on this channel, there's bound to be something that you will like. Now, real quickly, I'm going to tell you what I did at the Glenroy Festival. And again, you know me, I'm very practical, guys. First thing I went to was things like, you know, we are in our autumn and our winter. I went to the fire rescue people and asked them for some information on where to pop the smoke detectors in your house. We've got some here. They always go off when I cook, you know, which is not a good thing because a cat doesn't like it. So I asked the gentleman and he gave me a whole pamphlet and a whole leaflet on it, which I haven't read yet, but I better. She's so naughty. And so I went to the fireys. I also went to these fellas right here, the police. This is the number you call here in Melbourne, Australia, by the way. I'm not sure what it's like in your state or your country. If you need to speak to the police, but you don't need sirens, so it's not urgent, you ring that number. Now, whenever they put that information, I've heard the commercial I've heard the ad saying, if you need us, but don't need, you know, but it's not urgent, you can ring this number. I always miss the number. I don't know what happens. I must phase out halfway through. So I went up to the fellow and said, can I have the number? And I'm going to pop that on a whiteboard along with a few other things. It's going to go right there somewhere. There or there. Somewhere. I haven't decided yet. Because this whiteboard is going to have quite a few things. It's going to have that. And it's going to have... Now, I love this lady. Oh, don't you love it? The lady's name is Kathleen Matthews Ward. She's just... absolutely divine. She's a lovely lady. Now, she's a part of the I can't even say it now, Erdogan MP, a member of the Northern Metropolitan Region. That's our area, really. You know, it's supporting our area. So support your local MP or whoever it is that's in your area. I support this lovely lady. If you are a part of the Northern Metropolitan Region, then this is the lady to follow. She is getting things done, and that's what we want to see, guys. And it has a little clip at the back, and it also has fridge magnets at the back, so I can on there with that noise too. So the lovely Kathleen will be in my face all the time. Kathleen, if you're watching this, you're going to be in my face all the time. No, but that's great because you guys know how practical I am and how I love things like this. And we can write on this the list of items that we're up to for our channel. Isn't this exciting, guys? Well, I'm going to have to stick to them now. Oh, sorry, you're still there? So the beautiful Kathleen Matthews Ward, support her. She does look after our area here in the northern region. So I'm very excited. Anyway, that was that. But the main fella I was listening to, we're just going to call him Daniel. I won't give full information. He's from the, see if I can get this right now, I'm going to try and pronounce it, Wurundjeri. No, let's try it again. Wurundjeri people. I'm trying, Daniel, give me credit here. And it's all about the Aboriginals that were in the local area at the time. He did his beautiful little speech about them and how far they have come as well. It was all very interesting and I loved it. We had a chat also about some crochet. He does know someone who's part of the Wurundjeri people who does basket making, and maybe I can get a chance to have a chat with that young man and we can work something out. Young, I don't know the person, so I'm just going to call him Young for now. You know what? I find now that everybody's younger than me. We won't even go there. But it was a beautiful little story about the Wurundjeri people here in our local area as well. So those are the small things I took away from there. There were other things like waffles, and there was coffee, and there was a couple other things there too. You had a couple of food vans. Not a lot, but I think it's possible maybe next year I might want to be a part of the Glenroy Festival. So keep that in mind, guys. I'm pretty sure that I will be a part of the Glenroy Festival next year. I've been around for a long time in this area. We're talking 28 years here. Can you believe it? So from here till then, it's a whole new story. But thank you to these lovely people whom I visited on the day, and some of the other tables that were just like small little things there. And there's lots of fun happening. There's lots of family, and you know, it was a good day. Anyway, it was good weather. Everything was fine. And that's all I want to say about the Glenroy Festival. Yesterday, I went through and watched the beginning of the year video. Now, that beginning of the year video always consists of information about what's happening throughout the year. Now, in February, we should have finished this guy right here. Not pointing at anything in particular, the hexagon cardigan. We haven't started it. In March, we should have done a stash busting video vlog, which was supposed to talk to you about how you can stash bust, and we won't worry about that because that's coming up in the vlog, right? We should have finished a pet blanket. We should have finished a pocket shawl. In April, we should have finished stash busting projects. No, I'm lying. In April, we should have started the stash busting projects. In May, now I mentioned that between May and October of this year, we're going to cut it down to May and September, because now that we've talked about our Christmas over the past few lives, and we'll talk about that later, I'm going to need September. All right. So in May to August, this is what we should be doing, and it's doily, earrings, key ring, coat hanger cover, collar or modesty top, if you will, fingerless gloves, a scarf and matching beanie, a necklace, and Tunisian crochet, maybe a few other things, but I think that's all I mentioned in the beginning of the year video. All right, leaving all of that, let's just go back to what we're going to start, okay? We're actually going to continue our annual project, the jacket, for now. You will see the upload for this vest, the last two tutorials, because I'm trying to fit 2.5 hours in one, and it's not going to work. So I think I'm going to cut it up into two. Look, don't quote me on it. I'll have a look at it later on after this. Don't you love it? She's just so annoyed by it all. And I'll have a look at it and try and cut it down. If I can't, you'll get the two videos, and they'll just be following each other. The first one will come on Friday. The next one will come on Monday. All right, and we'll talk about that in a minute. Let's just talk about the jacket real quickly. The jacket, we have done January's part and February's part. We haven't done March, April, or May, and we're in the middle of May. Okay, so we need to do 3 parts to our jacket. So I've decided real quickly, and let me turn over here. Where's the 2, 3, 3 parts? Oh no, just talk amongst yourselves. Okay. Here it is. Excuse me. The jacket, the next part 3. She's so unorganized. The part 3 is going to be happening this Tuesday coming. Now, the reason is we need to move this jacket along a little bit, yeah? And on Thursday, you're going to get your Live Antics project. Now, if you're new to our channel, Don't forget to subscribe, yeah? We have a thing called Live Antics every Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. Melbourne, Australia time. Marry that up with your country. We do a live and I pop yarn on the table and I grab all the names of the people on the live, only if they want to be a part of it, pop them in the hat, turn them around, pull out the name and say, right, so-and-so, you can choose the colour combination of our next tutorial. You can choose one colour, or you can choose 3, or you can choose whatever it is that I'm creating that week. You don't know what I'm making. You just know what colour you're going to choose. It's all exciting, and it gives you, as the subscriber, the opportunity to be a part of our channel. And your name gets mentioned in the tutorial, but when I say your name, it'll just be like a first name. I don't give them last names, your dog's name, your cat name, your parents. None of that. For the simple fact that I don't know any of that, right? But I usually only give the first name on the tutorial. And you guys, I mean, by popular demand, you guys love it. You keep saying, put my name in the hat. So you love it. So we're getting that next one, which will be Lois. She was new on our live that day. She was brand spanking new. And she was lucky enough to get chosen. So there you go. All right. So we're doing this on that day. We're doing the Live Antics on the Thursday. Then we are doing our stash busting vlog on the Friday. That's all next week. That's what you're going to see next week. Now I'll reconfirm that on the live this Saturday because it always changes when things go wrong, as they sometimes often do. We won't even go there, right? So just letting you know, we are continuing our jacket and going straight into the stash busting video vlog, which is February and March almost done. Okay, we still need to do pet blanket, pocket shawl for March. Okay, so what I've done here is the next week I've popped in Live Antics project, which will be one of our May small projects, or our May big project, because there's a couple of big projects in May as well. Keep that in mind. Okay. I've got the thumb up ready to go for the next one. And then we are starting our hexagon cardigan on the 30th of May. All right. I've just pulled it back a week so that we can finish off parts 3 and hopefully parts 4 of our jacket. All right. And so we're starting on the 30th of May, then on the 31st of May, which is the Friday, no video vlog, which I like doing, as you know. We're going to do part 4 of the jacket, which will be April's part of the jacket. All right. So the next time we do the jacket, it'll be May. Hopefully we can get that done before the end of May, which I don't know. And then the week later, this is how far ahead I've gotten. We're going to work on the jacket again in the first day, I think the Tuesday we usually do our first project of the jacket, and we should be up to date with the jacket. Keep in mind that these next 3 parts of the jacket are really, really, really important. So you must have those 3 parts before you can go any further with your jacket. Heads up. Yeah. And then on that Thursday of that week, we will have one of the other smaller projects. I put down necklace to put something, but we won't talk about it. It might not happen. It just depends. And then on the Friday, the 7th of June, we're doing a video vlog. A very, very, very important video vlog. You cannot miss that one. That's all I'm saying. All right. So I'm going to mark these off. Jacket stash busting vlog we've talked about. Live Antics, we're going to do some of those. Hexagon carding we've talked about. Stash busting projects we've talked about. Some of them, yeah. And we're going to talk about real quickly 25,000 subscriber surprise. Now we are up to 24,000. I think it was 400 and something the last time I looked. I don't know. I haven't looked for a while. It's one thing I didn't look at before I start. I did everything else, but I didn't look at that. So keep in mind, guys, that if you are not a subscriber, you must subscribe, because we are so close to doing a 25,000 surprise. Now, we call them surprises here on the channel. They are actually giveaways, but we use the word surprise. It gets rid of all the nasty people, and it keeps the crafters, the crocheters, the knitters, achoo, there's my allergy, the sewers, and anyone who deals with yarn or who likes to work with yarn, okay? So we will be doing a surprise, and in that surprise, you will get things like stitch markers, sewing needles, hooks, scissors, yarn. Plenty of yarn. You'll also get some of my packs. It might be the doily pack, which is yarn, hook, scissors, sewing needle, and pattern. Or you might get my cowl packs, which is exactly the same. Yarn, hook, scissors, sewing needle, and pattern. You get the whole kit and caboodle. I pop in magazines, might be a book, it's all very crochet related. You might see the odd knitting thing in there, maybe, I don't know. On top of all of that, in the surprise, yes, you get the very famous Tim Tam biscuits here from Melbourne. I send you a packet of Tim Tam biscuits on top of all of that. I don't even know what the costs are on that. I've got buttons so far. I've got measuring tapes, 2 types, the adult type and one for your young one as well. Look, there's so much so far in the, I call it the crochet, what do I call it? Surprise basket. Because I have a basket, it is a washing basket. It's not like one, it is. And I go around the room and I pop things in it and then put it down and then do my thing. The day later, I pick it up, pop another couple of things in it, put it down, do my thing. And I've been doing that every day for the past few months. Now, the basket is full. That's all I want to say. I may have to readjust it when it comes to the yarn, because some of the yarn, I just pulled one off each colour. Maybe we might be able to pop 2 or 3 of the same colour, the same dye lot, giving you the opportunity to create something big as well. So look, there's going to be so much in that surprise. I just thought I'd let you hear about that. I'm going to talk about that as if it's going to happen very soon, because it is. Yeah. And of course, all of the Live Antics projects, they are going to be, from now on, whatever it is we're supposed to be making on the channel. When I say everything, it'll be mostly made up of those Live Antics colours that you guys get to choose. What? What? And don't forget, we have a stash busting vest that we have to create on the channel. Now, that's not going to happen for a while, so I'm just going to leave that aside. But just a quick heads up to let you know that we have that vest that we're going to create. The other thing we were supposed to have done are, and I'll talk about them real quickly, but they're not happening for months away. Okay, I've got down here Top Down, which will happen in probably late September, in between September and November sometime. I'm not going to give you a date. Obviously, the vest, the stash busting vest, not this one here. Pocket shawl, we're going to talk about that in another month's time. We're not going to worry about that now. Even though it's part of March's projects, there's just so much to do. But the actual pet bed, that is going to be done very soon. It's coming up very soon, so keep that in mind. So that's a lot of stuff, guys. It's a lot of stuff, So keep in mind, guys, that these things are going to start coming slowly and slowly. Now, you know now that this is happening right here. This is going to be the next project you'll see. This is so exciting. You know why I'm excited? I started mine. This was not mine. This is made for a family member because it's like small. No, it's not small. It's medium. And mine's down here somewhere. You just saw it on the live a couple of weeks ago. And I thought, this is the time. Oh, actually, I might show you real quickly. And I'm falling all over my blanket here. You've seen the blanket in the actual short reel there. But that's the sleeve so far. All I have to do with this sleeve now is to pop a ribbing on it, yeah? This one here, as you can see, it's only half done. Now, I don't know about this part here. I'm going to have to play with it. I think that the stitches stretch a little here. So keep in mind that it's not perfect at the moment. So I have to play with it a little bit and hope that I work out something better for you guys. Yeah. So that's coming next. That is coming. That's coming. But we are at the moment going to focus on this and the jacket and our Live Antics projects as well. Now, again, our Live Antics projects are a part of May's project. So, in fact, you've already got a doily. We've done that already. You're going to get the earrings this week. Yeah. You haven't got anything else. They're coming up. All right. So keep in mind all of those things that I said were supposed to happen in May, like, the key ring, the coat hanger, all those things before, they're going to be a part of Live Antics. All of them. That I mentioned before. And if you can't remember, go back and watch the video. That's the time I mentioned it at. don't know where I put it. There. That's the time I mentioned it. So know that when it's your turn to do live antics, you could get one of those projects. Be small or large, you could get it. Plus, you also could be a part of live antics for a very, very large project on the channel. We're talking, I don't know, tops, skirts, vests, blankets. Oh, she says way too much, doesn't she? And the one last thing I want to talk about is the Bellevue Park top. Now, I'm in the midst of finishing off that pattern, and in about a couple of days' time, I will send it off to the lovely Jay. And Jay, one of our subscribers, who was a part of purchasing the yarn for that top, she will be pattern testing that for me. And then we'll talk more about it a little bit in the future. And that's it, guys. Keep in mind that we will be getting parts 3 and 4 of our jacket coming up very soon. That's March and April. I have to think about the months. March and April. Don't you love it? That's coming up very soon. We're starting our hexagon cardigan. Oh, very exciting. And of course, the live antics that you guys are a part of. Be it small, be it medium, and be it a big project. You guys have the choice to choose a colour combination of our very next tutorial on our lives at 10 a.m. Saturday mornings, Melbourne, Australia time. My name is Mary. That's the end of this video vlog. You've been watching Wow Crochet Designs, and I will see everyone on our live. Woof! Chop it out. It's got a little... Oh! Well, I better cut that out. Let's try that again. Oh gosh, it got marked and scarred and everything through all that. Excuse me, we'll try that again. That's hilarious. Let's try it again. Okay. I'm going to be able to keep a straight face. You couldn't plan that if you tried.